We're going to go ahead and scaffold a React application using a build tool called Vite. That's the French word for quick. So I'll go ahead and walk you through that process here. I'll open up my terminal. I'll switch over to the location in which I want to put this new project. And from here, I'll do npm create Vite at latest. This is to get the latest version of Vite. And we'll go ahead and give it a name. So the name of my project here is going to be mini tasks in React. I'll hit enter and I'm presented with this options to select from. Now this is a React project, so I'll go ahead and select this option here. Then it will ask me what is the variant that I want to use. We haven't really spoken about TypeScript just yet. So for now, let's go ahead and create a JavaScript variant for a React project. Do you want to use roll down Vite? For now, I'm just going to go ahead and do no. Do you want to go ahead and install all the dependencies using npm? Yes. And now it's going to create the project for us at the location that we've specified. Once that is done, we're going to, it already started the application for us on port 5173. I'll kill that for now using Control-C, and then we'll start it again when we open the project in Visual Studio Code. If you have the command line path set up, you could do code and then the name of the project. And you'll open up in a new window. And for now, let me go ahead and actually put my browser side by side just so you can see them together. Let me go ahead and close this. And I'll go ahead and open my terminal again. And from here, I'll run dev. This will start my React or my Vite build as if it was hosted on a server. And if I open this here, 5173, and reload, we get this welcome or initial window of what React comes out of the box with. So here it has just two logos. It has this button that as you click on it, it just increases the number. And then it tells you that you can go into this file and start testing the hot module reloading, which is what we're going to do right now anyway. Now, whenever you're developing, you're going to need to keep this running because that is the application as if it was hosted on a server. You can go ahead and close the terminal if you don't want it on the screen, but I like to keep it on just so I'm always aware if there's any errors that shows up, I'll get notified of those right away. Now, let's see what are the files that are generated for us. The main entry point for your application remains to be your index.html. So if you open that, you see that it's much trimmed down version than what you would expect based on what we see over here. It really have one div with the ID of root, and it has a JavaScript file or a JSX file, which we're going to talk about that in a later video. But for now, you can think of it as just a regular JavaScript file. And if I go to this main.jsx file, basically it's using the create root function from React DOM to target this specific element, the root element, and it's going to render a React application or this particular app component here. Now, this app component comes from app.jsx. So if I go into the app.jsx, here is what we're seeing on the screen. For now, I'll go ahead and delete all of those items or all of those elements in my function here, and I'll just replace it with one h1 tag that's called mini tasks in React. I can go ahead and delete anything that I'm not using, including all of those three imports. And now you can see how it reloads into the browser. Here is our h1 reloaded over there. Notice how it also imports the CSS as a file into my JSX file. So if I go over there into the app.css, you'll see all the styles that are being applied for you. I can go ahead and just delete them all except for that root one. We can keep it for now. Also, if I go back into the main.jsx file, you notice how it also imported an index.css file. So if I open that over here, we can also delete all of those or make any adjustments that we need. For now, the one that I'm going to update is change this place item to start instead of center. That way I can bring my h1 to the top of the screen. So now that you know how a React application reboots and all the main files that we're going to be working with, I'll see you in the next video where we make our UI using JSX and I will explain what JSX is.